In the olden days, all the stories which men were told were stories of Zeus, the chief of the gods. Spider, who was very arrogant, wanted the stories to be told about him. So one day, he went to Zeus and greeted, "Long live the king of the gods. I have come with a proposition, O Zeus. I want all the stories told by men to be about the spiders instead of being about only Zeus." Zeus agreed and said on one condition: "You must bring me 3 things. Number 1, you must bring a jar full of bees. Number 2, you must bring a python. And number 3, you must bring a tiger." The spider agreed to the request. He took a boat and set out for a place where he had seen a beehive. When he came close to that beehive, he began to say to himself, "They will not be able to fill this jar. Yes, they will be able. No, they will not be able." He kept on saying this to himself until the bees came to him and said, "What are you talking about, Mr. Spider?" Then he explained to them that Zeus and him had a great argument. "I told Zeus that you will not be able to fly into this jar." The bees immediately declared, "Of course, we can fly into the jar." And they all flew into the jar. As soon as they were still safely inside, Spider sealed up the jar and sent it off to Zeus. The next day, he took a long stick and went into the forest to look for python. When he arrived at the place where one python lived, he began speaking to himself again. "He will just be as long as this stick. No, he will not be as long as this. Yes, he will be as long as this." All these things he repeated to himself several times, till the python came out and asked him, "What is the matter?" "Oh, we've been having a great argument in this compound about you. My people say you are not as long as this stick, but I say you are. Please let me measure you by it." The python innocently laid himself out straight, and the spider lost no time in tying him onto the stick from end to end. He then sent him to Zeus. The third day, he took a needle and a thread and sealed up his eyes. He then set out for a den where he knew a tiger lived. As he approached the place, he began to shout and sing so loudly that the tiger came to see what was the matter. "Can you not see?" said the spider. "My eyes are seen up, and now I can see the wonderful things that I must sing about them." When the tiger heard these things, he said, "Seal up my eyes so I can see these wonderful things you talk about." The spider immediately did so, and the tiger became helpless. He led him straight to Zeus' house. Zeus was amazed at the spider's cleverness in fulfilling his request. Immediately he gave an order that in future times, that all the stories that the sons of men will tell should be about the spider and his clever mind. And this is the end of today's stories. Tell me what you have learned in these stories in the comment sections. Subscribe, and see you next time.